I'd like to be doing the show from. So I'm running a bit late. Today has been a hell of a day. Been in a truck. We've moved, God, hundreds of tons of dirt. And I've had meetings this afternoon which have run much longer than originally intended. And as you can see, I'm still in the car, so I'm not going to be home anytime close to 6:30. I will try to see what happens tonight, but if you don't get a notification tonight, rest assured, tomorrow morning when you wake up, I will have done a show. I'll get out of bed early tomorrow morning and we'll put tonight's show together tomorrow morning if I can't get back in time tonight. So apologies once again, and Vince, if you're going to see this, I'll get you to throw this up on the Rumble channel as well, please. There's definitely some interesting things to talk about, so I will aim to try and get back on tonight, but if it's just too late for you more so than for me, then I think it'll be better to do something first thing in the morning. Dusty, cheers, mate, and g'day, Jinder Lee. Hope you're okay. Sandy, God love you, woman. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm still out. So I'll get home. Probably take me a little while to get home, and I haven't eaten anything all day, so I will try and get something into me. I'm starting to develop a headache, and I think that's probably because I haven't eaten anything rather than any other reason. Been sucking on a lot of dirt today, but that's just how it is. So yeah, my apologies. This wasn't the plan. I was going to be home about an hour and a half ago, but haven't been close to that, unfortunately. So I'll stick the show together, or it is mostly stuck together, but I've got to upload it into the system. That'll take a little while when I get home, and I don't think there's much point in starting it at 9 o'clock tonight if that's sort of the time. So I'll hang off and we'll bang one out early in the morning. If you don't see me on before, let's say 8 o'clock tonight, you haven't got a notification, then let's set a time now. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, all right with you? Or very close to? Let's try that. So my apologies once again for tonight. But I've had a ball driving the truck. It's been a lot of fun. Had a lot of interesting phone calls today too. And I want to send my love out to a few people. Darren Bergwerf is meant to be on the show tonight. I'm going to have to give him a call and try and push him off to tomorrow night. And he may not be available, but he's got some pretty exciting things to bring to us about my place and our place, which you may not have heard much about at this stage. And there are a few other bits and pieces, of course, what's going on in Lebanon at the moment with pages, walkie-talkies, in fact, any lithium-ion battery seems to be suspect at the moment. Not necessarily the ones in our phones or pages or walkie-talkies, but it certainly seems that ones in the Middle East, you might have a serious continuity of communication problem, especially with all these things just blowing up simultaneously. And if you think, how much damage could it do? Go and have a look at what happens when you puncture a lithium-ion battery. How they're doing it is the interesting thing. They're overheating those devices and triggering a fire through the battery, which apparently ignites an explosive powder, which is inside the device and has been inside the device, well, depending on how old it is, I suppose, but whoever did this must have got into the production facility that makes these items, because there's just simply no other way to do this. That'll be an interesting development. Unless there is a frequency that triggers them, that's the other thing that it probably potentially could be, not probably, but potentially could be. There's a lot of interesting theories going around about how this is being coordinated, how it's being triggered. I think everybody knows who it's being triggered by, but that's some very interesting tech, And you're going to see a lot more, particularly with regards to phones, coming up in the next 2 to 3 months. We've been speaking and thinking and wanting floppy screen phones that wrap around your wrist, phones that do all, it's all coming. And it all looks like the latest and greatest technology, but trust me, folks, it ain't. It is not the latest technology. I have seen what claims to be a video of the kind of technology I'm referring to coming in a handheld unit. Looks a little bit similar, but radically different to the phone or iPad or whatever you'd hold in your hand today. I do have that vision, so I'll play that for you too. Anyway, the sooner I get off this, the faster I'll get home, the quicker I've got an opportunity to get something sorted for you tonight. If I can, great. If not, it'll be tomorrow night. Skipper Pete, I'll be giving you a call. You've been on to me all day. And there's somebody else I've got to call too. I can't remember who it is. I'll have to go through my phone. All right, folks. Love you lots. Be safe, and hopefully talk to you a little bit later. But if you haven't seen me on air by 8 o'clock tonight, don't worry about it. Go to bed. I'm not sure you're going to stay up just for me anyway, so I wouldn't. I'll see you in the morning, 7 o'clock. Love your work. Be safe on the roads. Watch out for the dickheads.